Was the day that you came round my way, Takura Wani. The chip is on a warning. And they do ya ne mari kumba kwenye muname. But that's not why I call. But
anyway, well, it's a good thing then. We never have to search for love again. I never knew I would find it. I never thought to look where you were hiding. But when you step into the room, my eyes go blind and my heart goes boom. Baby, enjoy the ride. I wanna welcome you into my life.
Well, man, you know I got some bitch for such a no. The sign on the banny sabu don't know. Javu, baby. I love you.
Greetings to all our viewers. You're watching Jive TV. This is Jive Sessions. We take a look at what's happening in terms of our local musicians right here in Zimbabwe. And in the studio, I'm joined by Pauline. Pauline, welcome.
Hello Keith, how are you? Hello Zimbabwe, hello Africa, hello the world. I'm feeling very energetic in 2023.
I'm glad to have
I'm
you
very
in the studio.
excited.
So you know how the Lord works, mysterious ways.
Yeah.
Pauline is here, so I'm a huge fan.
Oh, thank you.
There's probably no need for an introduction. But for our viewers across Africa, could you kindly give us a brief background about yourself?
Okay, hi everybody. My name is Pauline Gundiza, also known as My Sky. I've been doing music here in Zimbabwe for 20 years, more or less. It's been a journey and a half. I started off as a solo artist, and then it was difficult for me to break out. And then I joined Mafrik. And then when I got to Mafrik, I found a home, I found a family. We made some big super hits here. And from there, we did a couple of tours. We've performed here in Zimbabwe. We performed in South Africa, Mozambique, Zambia, South Africa, the United Kingdom. And then shortly after that phase of my life, I decided to just kind of take stock. So within taking stock, I decided that I wanted to focus more on myself as a solo artist. I went back to music school. That's when I started to major in Biba music. And then I started to release solo music, solo project after solo project. And I also found myself as an activist. Apart from being an artist, I've been very active in women's affairs, health issues, community development, and just, humanitarian work. I think every artist has a different purpose, and our gift is very much associated with calling. Of course, entertainment itself is a purpose, it's a calling, but I think that there are other deeper things. And I've been having a wonderful time rediscovering myself and hearing the calling that I have, which is very fulfilling. I love to work with children, women, the vulnerable. I think I can be a voice for the voiceless. And in as much as my music is meant to entertain, it's also meant to educate and to minister.
All right, great. That's a mouthful, so I want to try to break it down just a little bit. Let's take it back to Mafrik. What would you say was your biggest achievement with Mafrik?
I think the biggest achievement that we made as Mafrik was a song called Ndijo Chete, or Ndokuza Say. It was a hit in its time, and it still is. It still is. That's the thing. It has a life beyond our expectations. We did that song and we were very young and very raw. We had no idea the kind of potential that we had. So it has always been like a fuel in me. If we managed to achieve such greatness and we had not even planned or really worked towards it in a direct way. What if we actually sit down, get organized? What can we achieve? Like, we can take over the world.
Unstoppable.
And also that song has just, so many people love me because of it. And I appreciate the love and the support. And every time when I've thought, I want to give up, it's usually people who were who fell in love with Ndijo Chete, who will pull me back in and say, "You can't do this.
No,
you can't leave.
You can't go."
You know, we seem to have touched so many lives. And then I also figured from that song, okay, fine, if a love song can have this kind of an impact, because we had people coming and saying, "Oh no, the woman I married to, the mother of my children, I spoke to her first because I had just heard your song and it was saying, go tell that person that you love them." So I also saw, Kuti, you know what? I think in our music, we're influencing people in subliminal ways. And it opened up something in my mind to say, okay, fine, let's also do music that actually builds communities, music that helps the vulnerable. And even in this love space, you know, we've got so much happening now in current affairs. I've been seeing murders, rapes, little children, abductions. People are going viral on social media, hate crimes. I feel Kuti, that song symbolizes love that people seem to have forgotten exists.
Amen. Powerful song, a lovely song. I love it to bits. So, is it possible in the not so distant future that we might get another Mafrik song before we die? Jive TV, you know what is there every day. Every day.
Okay, well, in that case, well, your wish is our command. We've actually been in studio. We did Jacaranda Festival a few years ago. We were like a whole bunch of urban groovers, Nana Rocky, another artist. And it, you know, reawoke that fire again. And we did a song, and then we did another song, and then we did another song. So we're on like 3 songs. We're working towards giving something that's like a body. I think one song at this point, after all these years, will not be enough.
No, it's easy.
And I think we also have to be careful about the kind of quality that we're going to give.
Definitely.
Because we had set a trend, Yakuti, we were leading at that time. Our audio quality was the best, our video quality was the best. So I don't think it's worth producing something that's half-baked at this point. I'm sorry to my fans, you guys, you might have to wait a little bit longer. Yeah. But when you do get it, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be the Mafrik that you know and love. And I think also our fans should understand, Kuti, in the time that we started doing music, we were very young. And life had not yet started happening. And when life started happening, we rediscovered so many things about ourselves, my gifts. Like some of us are playing instruments now. So the sound, in as much as it's still that Mafrik sound, the squad is now playing guitar, is also now a producer, Tunga is now a producer, Inini I'm like a co-producer, I play mbira, I play marimba. So our approach to music has matured. So yeah, fans, just be ready for something that's totally breathtaking and out of this world.
We'll be waiting, patiently waiting for you guys to do your magic work, your stuff, and we'll accept it as soon as it does come out. All right, so the next part, the mbira part. Where are the mbira? I thought you move around with your mbira. Where are they?
I do move around with my mbira. Would you like me to play you something?
Yes.
Can I like whistle for it to come to me? It's here somewhere. It's here.
All right, we'll save that for the
Yeah,
last part.
I'd love to.
So guys,
I'd love to
she's
share
gonna play
that.
her mbira soon enough. Yeah, mbira is zilipo because you said you went to school to actually
Definitely, and I majored in
So
mbira,
which
yes.
type of mbira do you play?
I played Nyonga Nyonga. I played Nare initially, and then I played Nyonga Nyonga. I love them both, but I think Nare is Nyonga Nyonga is the one that I find sits better with my style, because I'm not a very like extremely traditional artist. I think culture is dynamic, and I've always been more excited about recreating and reinventing things. So with Nare, I love that instrument, and it's very rooted in the traditional. The way I approach it, however, with my Nyonga Nyonga, I like to play even pop music, different genres, which I can bring out better with the Nyonga Nyonga.
All
I'm
right.
sure I can try with the Nare, but when I tried it with the Nyonga Nyonga, it just happened so naturally that I just thought, okay, let me stick with this. And it's been working out. And also I was inspired by the great late Chioniso Maraire, who was one of the pioneers, like from her family, and Misani Maraire, her father. They're the ones that actually formulate. So having learned from her, I adopted her love for that particular instrument, and that's what I do.
Beautiful inspiration right there, and you're keeping the legacy going
Definitely.
in your own way, which is definitely beautiful. And now, the third part from your background right there, your activism. What activities are you doing around your activations under activism?
Okay, well, like I'm saying, I'm very excited about 2023. For me, it came with a very big breakthrough where we've opened a studio. It's called Afrotonic Sound. Something that I think has been a lifetime dream because I'm artist and studio time is limited or studio time is unavailable. And you have to first create. So that creative space is very, very important. And it's horrible when you have to scrounge or beg or you're doing products that are not coming out or people don't understand your artwork and whatever. So it was quite a breakthrough. I partnered up with Mr. Fazil Ahmed, Mansour Fazil Ahmed, also known as Fazil, fellow artist. And we set up this place. And also, like I'm saying with the activism side, we've created a safe space which, the youth are welcome in. And we have a big consideration for women. I've spoken about how hard it is being a female artist, and I thought talking is no longer enough. Let's do something. We've offered our space. Good, okay, ladies, come through. Chichukuneta. Why is it that we're not seeing women trending as much? I'll even tell you, Kuti, from the time we opened the studio, there's been 2 girls who came to the studio, 2 ladies, but there's been about 15 men, different artists from the community. I was like, okay, this is already showing me, Kuti, there's something Chukuti limit as women. Why are we not excited? There's a studio. Let me go and get this opportunity. Is it that we don't have confidence or maybe go? Yeah, let's get deeper. Kurumba kwenda ku studio kunaitei and whatnot. Your social media maybe with Keith and you're taking selfies type of talk. So I was like, okay, fine, let's try to create an environment. Okay, number one, we don't allow intoxicants like my substances, my drugs. We don't allow that. We want to have a clear mind as we are working in a clean space. And we try to step in where we can. We've got one artist, Sangato baby. And she was like, I can't come. I was like, I want to audition you. I want to offer you something. She was like, well, I can't come because how many women out there can't get opportunities because of babysitters? Maybe we should have a lounge. You can go to if you have your baby, whatever. I'm probably around the studio all day from 9 to 5. I'll watch the baby or bring mukakawaki, whatever. While you work, what I want to see is you moving forward with your life. Don't let things like a babysitter stop you or kutauna mari. Talk to us, talk to me, let's see how we can help each other. Even the way we do our deals, Nema artists, we try kutima percentages at per artist. Artists can still grow. We're not really about make a mari, make gifting. You know what I mean? And I think that's what's happening in a lot of studios. And we're trying to do things differently. Of course, it's a very new territory for us. I've always been behind the microphone, not at the administration desk. So I'm also learning as I go. Artists. Oh, some of them are experienced, I understand. Some of them are rare and new. I'm working with some ladies who are disabled. And I've noticed even getting to studio, reaching the microphone. Things or like maybe recording. Lose the confidence. I've noticed so many things in the short time that we've been working, and I'm feeling really inspired. Let's get these things to change. Let's empower artists. Let's create my super artists. Want to start doing workshops, reading books about art and music, and then sharing what we know. And that is the space we're going to do. So that's part of our activism. Then the substance abuse campaign is also running from there. We've tried to rehabilitate a few members of our community on drugs. I can't say it's an overnight thing because it's not true. But it's only making us more determined to make a difference. Or even if they're not artists, but if they're in a positive space where we're always motivating each other and we're being positive, I think we can impact this generation just from our space here. We can touch so many different aspects of life.
All right. Awesome. Another mouthful. I'm not even going to dissect that one. We're going to proceed and go further. Cool. So let's talk about your current project as a musician right now. What are you currently up to?
I'm up to a lot. I think, when you have a studio, the inspiration flows and flows and flows. But then I've also been working with other studios. I'm just about done with my EP, my first ever EP. I've just released my first ever solo music video, and we've just released a gospel music video as well, which is a collaboration with a fellow artist, Simon Mara. That's what I've released so far, but as the year progresses, my EP is coming out. The title of that EP is Superwoman. The concept around Superwoman is that every woman is Superwoman. Makadzi wepamsika ma Superwoman, 3 o'clock in the morning watu apambari pamabazi
Yositadzari?
maboxi mabhara mwana kumsana apa asi abikira baba vato ainirwa sheti vaenda kubasa. And you know, these women who are doing things that look ordinary but they are impacting so greatly on other people's lives. Vamwana kutondiswa kuinvesti nemari yemadomasi type of thing. Then you've got your celebrities, you've got your athletes, people who are doing the great unexpected things, and they are women. And we're coming out of a time where women are expected to just make babies and stay at home and cook. Now we've got women who are breaking barriers in a good way, and this is like, you know, we want to celebrate Shakanaka Jiripo. I know right now on social media there's some women who are trending for the wrong reasons. We want to cover up all of that with positive publicity. Let's show the good things that women are doing out there. Let's not dwell on it. Your way. And we can spend hours and months teaching what circulator, you know, bad cyber rubbish and cyberbullying these women. But we don't talk. We suddenly don't have bundles to share the good things. So, like with Superwoman, we just want to celebrate what women are doing in their different spheres. A small scale, large scale. You know, we've got women in politics who are defending our rights and whatnot. We've got our athletes representing us, boxing, kupi. We just want to, that's basically what I want to do with Superwoman.
All right, so.
Yeah, and then it also comes with like 6 other songs, which are general songs. Some of them are Kutsurana, some of them are for entertainment, some of them about love.
We'll listen to it when we get there. The first 2 videos that you jumped, are they on Superwoman?
No, those are independent projects.
Okay, what are the names of those videos?
The gospel song is called Emmanuel, which I did with Simon Mara. It's a song that talks, it's just basically calling out to the higher power. I know people have different beliefs. I don't believe Christians, Muslims, the African traditionalists, but we all believe in that higher power. We can't deal with on our own. We know we cannot, even for us to be sitting here with all the challenges I was facing this morning. It was God. So we just want to remind people, you know what, even when you don't have options, you've always got the one best option ever, and it's God. Call out to him and he will answer. I started singing in church anyway, so it was also really beautiful for me to be back in that gospel side of things. And then the other song, Dakaku Mirira, it's a song that I started working on like, I think before COVID. And then I started shooting the video. You'll notice in the video, I'm actually like younger Pauline and older Pauline.
I couldn't tell the difference.
Okay, watch Dakaku Mirira and then you might see the difference. Okay. There's younger Pauline and there's Pakatueta didn't get 2-3 years because of the lockdowns and we couldn't finish the project. So, you know, the name itself was kind of prophetic. And then now it's here. So it's my first solo video. It's a breakthrough on its own. It establishes me as a solo artist, I think. After Mafrik, after all the different collabos, this is Pauline. And I love that song because I feel Kuti when I wrote that song, something else was at work. I'm not scaring you. And even the mbiraka. I didn't understand what my fingers were doing.
They were just doing it.
So, and it's always had a life of its own. It seems to have its own goal. So I'm so grateful that now it's out and people are going to get to watch it. And I think it's going to be the one that opens the doors for the rest of my solo career.
Alright guys, if you like the music video, you can watch it right here on Jive TV. We'll be screening it over and over and over again, and you get to tell us what you think about that one. Alright guys, Pauline has been telling us about her music and how she got to the journey and inspirations, so that there's no need for us to tell us some wise words. However, Ambira is here, so she's gonna sing for us, just briefly, just a little bit. Would you grace us with some of your talents?
Okay guys, so today I just want to encourage somebody, I don't know who, somebody out there, you know what, no matter what you're going through, don't give up. Don't believe what people say about you, believe what God says about you. Don't let anything get you down. So the song I'm going to do briefly is called Hapana. Okay. Ndashinga ini, ndaramba ini, ndashinga ini,
ndaramba ini, ndashinga ini, ndaramba ini, ande, ndashinga ini, ndaramba ini, ndashinga ini, ndaramba ini, ndashinga ini, ndaramba ini, ande, nakuti zviro zvacho zvine nharo, mutambo wacho wotoda mikono, zvotoda vaya vakasimba moyo. Songaidza simba torai makano, hazvidi hope vurai maziso, mukombe wacho totora nehondo. Kune vamwe vanhu vanobiridzira vamwe, zvino isusu tiri mhando isingatyiswe, harikenenge. Kune vamwe vanhu vanobiridzira vamwe, zvino isusu tiri mhando isingatyiswe, harikenenge. Chondiona ndakamira, hapana chinondiwisa, hapana chinondiwisa, hapana, oh hapana, come on kid, hapana, oh hapana, oh hapana, oh hapana, oh hapana, oh hapana. Yeah, man.
Shaman.
Wow, beautiful.
Yeah, thank you.
I was inspired. All right, guys, that was beautiful music coming there from Pauline. Thank you so much, Pauline, for gracing us, and we wish you well on your musical journey. Guys, you're watching Jive TV. Pauline in the studio. Don't go anywhere. More coming up next.
GT